smokers. The one thing that's hard about working in hotels is the smokers.
It's just
smoke at home.
Yeah.
Like, why are you bringing the smoke here? I just had an issue this morning where I was checking out someone. I warned him. I said, don't smoke. And the reason why I said that is because when he walked in, he smelled like weed.
here we go.
And whenever that happens, I always pre-warn people, you're not going to get your deposit back.
Okay, rule number 1. Don't this up.
Don't smoke. Right. Don't do it.
Oh, no. I was going there to chill out. I'm just tired. And I don't even smoke.
That's what he said. I don't even smoke. I said, okay, I'm just letting you know. Don't smoke. Sign here. Right? Checks out. I went to go check the room. He looked shocked at that. And smoke.
Son of a bitch!
And they always try to do what do they do? The towel underneath the door.
Oh yeah, the towel in the door, the smoke smell.
Right. And he's like, I came back and I said, you smoked in the room. I can't give you back your deposit.
What's making you think that I smoked?
I said, the smoke smell.
People who smoke weed are like people who drink too much. You're annoying.
I said what I said.
You're annoying. You smell bad.
Okay.
We have to endure your choices.
Yes.
It's just like, go home.
Go home.
Smoke in your car. Stay away from people that are just like as a common ground. It's the same thing. When people smoke, it's you smell bad. But more than anything, when you go into a place where it doesn't belong to you, it's also rude. It's like when you see people smoking cigarettes and they just flick their ashes.
Yeah. You said you used to smoke. And
I used to smoke and I'm annoying. I was annoying when I smoked. I mean, I didn't think so when I was doing it.
I don't know how I did that. How did I live with you smoking? I don't smoke. I've never smoked.
When I was younger, I tried to smoke cigarettes for a while.
Oh, okay.
But
remember that day I tried to smoke?
Yeah.
Kara gave me one of her cigarettes and I tried to smoke and then I did it wrong, but I blew it out my nose.
Yeah.
Kara was like, whoa, that's like a pro does that.
Yeah, arrogant sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that just because, a lot of people smoke weed, everybody cares and no one cares. No, some people do.
The worst part is that when you work in a hotel that's non-smoking, which I feel like at this point is common knowledge, people. Okay? It's non-smoking. I would have to say pretty much 99.9% of all hotels in the country are non-smoking. Okay? He said, maybe I smelled like smoke. Maybe I was like, no. I said, okay, I'm not doing this. Okay, you're not getting the deposit back. It is what he ended up leaving because he knew he couldn't get it back. Like he was like, okay, well, I smoked. Oh, I was waiting for the manager. So I said to him, I was like, man, why did you do it?
Well, we're waiting.
Like I sat there and had a whole conversation with you prior to me even tapping the keyboard. And I said, don't smoke. I said it. I said, you will not get your deposit back. We checked the rooms. And he said, well, when I went to the room, though, it already smelled like smoke. It smelled like that anyways. And I said, well, why didn't you come to the front desk and say, hey, guess what? I just got to the room. It smells like smoke. I won't be charged for it. Just stop, y'all. If you go to a hotel, so here's another part of it, is that the guy was like, well, the towel underneath the door, which, by the way, if you guys don't understand what the towel underneath the door is, people put a wet towel, they roll it up, they put it underneath the door frame for it not to get out. And what's supposed to happen is that the smoke is supposed to collect into the wet rag, which people, all of a sudden, smokers have become scientists. Okay, so it's supposed to go into there, and then there's not supposed to be any smoke smell after that, right? What they do when they do that, what's happening is that you are now boarding yourself up into your room. You're suffocating the smoke alarm, which now all the smoke is definitely going to go into the room and up smoke alarm, and then alarm will go off. But how do you know it's my room? Because when the alarm goes off, it pinpoints your room. It says your room number.
Right. If you smoked in the room, just go.
Just go.
I don't want to hear your story.
I don't need it.
I'm bored.
Not uninterested.
I'm bored with people who just need to lie. You know what I mean? Like, look, we all tell little white lies every once in a while. I'm not free from that. But what I'm saying is when your lie isn't landing, just go. Don't keep trying to tell it. You know what I mean?
Man, but seriously, shut the fuck up.
It's like we've heard it all before. You didn't think every smoker it says that they don't do this, they don't do that, yet everybody's room that smokes looks the same. You know what I mean? It's like, come on,
Right.
just leave. You didn't look. I mean, this guy, I was like, look, you have the. I was like, right. He was like, I didn't smoke. I was like, no, there's a towel behind the door. You did smoke. It smells like
we know the
smoke in here.
tricks.
And he was like, I didn't put that towel there. I was like, right, yeah, but you cover the smoke alarm. But I
Right.
didn't do that. I said, there's a cigarette on the floor.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.
Right.
It's like,
yeah,
I'm
the
sorry,
ashes.
no dice, sir. Out.
Yeah,
You know what
bye.
I mean? There's nothing else you can say. But mostly just leave. If you
Stop the
don't annoy the front desk with a long conversation about nothing.
Yeah.
I don't get why people don't smoke at home.
What is it?
Why is it that people? It's in the comments.
Maybe
if
they live
if
with
you're
their-
a marijuana person
Yeah.
and you watch this, why don't you ever smoke at home? I just don't understand. Like, why would you go into an establishment that you don't pay rent at and
Yeah.
you don't own, and then ruin it with the smell?
Which, by the way,
You know
need
what
to
I mean?
shut down the room for a couple of days. Get the
Right.
machine in there. It's a whole process.
But more
You
than
know?
anyway, then just don't tell the lie. Just leave.
Right. It's an offensive smell, you guys, to some people. It's an offensive smell.
It's really just a hard smell to get rid of.
It is,
But
right.
but weed is just one of those. Even
sits on
cigarettes,
you.
it
It
just
sits
sits,
on
but
you.
it just lingers, and
Yeah.
it's just really hard to get out of the air.
Not to mention, I'm at the front desk getting in contact high. I don't want to be high. I'm not trying to be high.
It's just
I never
rude.
wanted to
It's
do
very
it. Somehow, I'm getting some type of weird contact light. That's probably why I had a headache yesterday.
If you smoke and you're a person that watches, why do you guys smoke in places that don't? Why do you guys smoke? Why don't you smoke at home?
Yeah.
Why don't you just go home? What's preventing you to just go home and, smoke? And I think it's so funny because when we used to be a smoking hotel, and I remember
Years ago.
people used to be mad because we had smoking rooms.
Right.
And so the rooms would smell like smoke because those were smoking rooms. And people who smoke used to be like, oh, this room smells like smoke. Right. It's like, don't get picky when you do something.
When you do the very thing that
right
this
when
is
you
smelling
leave,
like.
they're going to smell your smoke.
Yeah.
I always say that about people who are picky about how cleanliness the room is, and then they're always the messiest people.
trashiest
They're the
people.
trashiest people. It's never the people who have people who leave tips.
Yeah.
People who leave
Right.
leave tips always have a clean room. People who don't leave tips always are the nastiest people you will ever meet.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The people who complain the most are the messiest people you will ever meet. The people who
The bougiest people are the messiest people.
you will
The
ever
bougiest.
the grossest people you will ever meet. So,
Stop smoking. Keep it at home. I'm bored with it.
yeah.